Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round, discussion of American Horror Story Coven. According to this lower third here, I'm Turd Grendel. I'm your host for this evening, and with me today we have, from the left to right, Charles Whedon. Hi, Charles.
What's going on, Todd?
I don't know.
I'm doing great, and I can't wait to talk about the show. It's going to be some good
Isaiah.
discussions.
Yes, sir. What's up? The only black guy here
Rollins.
again. It feels great to be the only black guy here.
It means you're special.
No, I'm the king.
yes.
Can't be that special because you don't have a beard like Johann Phillips.
Oh
Oh, that's a
my.
cop out.
Yes. Hello, Todd. How are you?
Good. So, Charles here did not see the ending of tonight's episode.
Yes.
Yeah, tell it to the
was
whole
just
world,
telling
why
us
don't
that.
you?
Yes, he missed the ending, and he's about to have his pants blown off right now.
Nothing
Because-
new in this case.
That's
Just
what...
wait until the end of the episode to talk about it.
No, this is when we talk about it. There's
Yeah,
no
we
need.
go-
Everybody who's watching already saw the show, so there's no need to go in any kind of order. And this
Yeah,
is the
we-
most important thing. You missed the most important thing of the show.
Yeah,
to
it's the
me.
biggest plot twist ever.
All right, so Isaiah, you're on board. Johan, did you think this was the biggest thing that happened yet in the season? I mean,
Yeah,
It's a game
pretty
changer.
significant. Pretty significant.
well, what happened was Jessica Lange took out that girl, Emma Roberts. What's her name?
I don't know, the
Star-
rich
star.
bitch, the snobby bitch.
Yeah.
The movie star.
Yeah.
Because now she's the supreme witch.
Yeah.
And Jessica Lange figures that out. They go out, they have a drunken night, they bond, they get back, and as you said, you saw the part where she said she's dying then,
Well,
right, Charles?
the DVR had cut out the second that she said, "I'm done," and then it stopped.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, they went into a whirl-around sequence where they're grabbing on each other, and she's essentially telling her, "You're gaining my lifeblood.
killing me,
I'm
really.
withering away. You're killing me." And she's like, "Kill me now. I've been in your shoes." Essentially telling her to do. She wanted her to kill her, like she killed that woman.
No, it's actually killed her, like her own mentor. This
Yes.
happened like
The former Supreme.
correct.
Right, the former Supreme. But the girl, she's like, no, stop. And then all of a sudden, she just out of nowhere just grabs a knife and slices her throat. The blood shoots out all over the place, and as she falls, there's the butler standing there, and he's smiling, and he hands her a napkin, and
Okay,
she's dead.
who gets killed?
The young
The
girl.
movie star.
The one who's the actress.
She's fucking dunzo.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I mean, that was a really good scene. However, I had some issues with that. But only,
What the
that's only-
hell is the matter with my DVR? The bastard! I'm gonna throw that thing out the window.
It
What
makes
the
sense to make you
fuck?
suffer. Mm.
I can't believe I missed that.
It was a gasper.
It really was.
Son of a
But
bitch.
no, my way that I wanted her to die would have been better.
And I
But that's the
kinda-
thing. Did you even expect her to die? That's what's so.
Not so
I mean,
quick.
she's
No,
like a top
That's a-
liner.
that's a-
No,
That's
I
so
didn't.
early.
I didn't expect
her
her to die. Yeah, no, not third episode in.
Yeah, like wow.
But then
Definitely
again,
not.
I didn't
Yeah.
expect, and then again, I didn't expect the human voodoo dog girl to die.
Oh no,
She
no,
didn't
no,
die.
she got. Well, that's a different story now because that's she.
Yeah,
Got,
that's.
Yeah, she got raped by a minotaur.
She,
yeah, they keep on saying it wrong too. It's a minotaur. Minotaur. Don't say minotees. Minotaur. Idiots.
Who would say it minotees?
Manatee?
That southern. No, minute. It was a southern woman. Kathy Bates' character. She kept saying that a lot. Like.
Oh,
it's a
and
man-
on that note, I have to say right now, Kathy Bates is creepy.
yes, but she
yeah.
plays it great. She plays it great.
Yeah, she is a fantastic actress, but damn, she's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even
I'm
that
seeing her-
comical Obama scene, she
Yeah,
played
that-
it creepy. Like when she's like,
Yeah.
lies.
Yeah.
That was actually creepy instead of funny, and that's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
hard
see,
thing to. That's a hard line to walk.
Yeah, yeah. Seeing Fiona put her in her place was really good too.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't believe I missed that. I was like, damn, my DVR is retarded.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that happened to me, and Johan was there actually years ago, at the end of 24,
What
the
about?
final episode. The final episode. I don't know if you remember,
Wow.
Johan, but the last moments when Chloe and Jack are having some tender speech over, via satellite. The fucking cable company just cut the whole thing on like 8 million, or like, a million
Oh yeah.
subscribers, or
Wow.
800,000 people. That's what it was who lost that night. I
Yeah,
still never saw past that part actually. now
Same
that I think
thing.
about it.
Same thing happened with South Park episode 201. Well, they just didn't air that basically. Well, they aired it.
Unfortunately,
But
it couldn't
they aired
happen
it
for the
as
end of
unnew.
Dexter.
Oh
yeah,
God.
unfortunately. How great would that have been?
I guess I should be thankful that I stopped watching Dexter after season 6.
Well, there you go.
Lucky
You're the smart
bastard.
one.
You should be upset you watched it up to that far, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
season 6
season
was
seven-
the worst.
I should have
Season 7 was
stopped
good.
after 4.
You
Yeah,
know-
you could have done that too.
With how it ended, I'd be happy to have never seen any of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll give up all the good moments just to take back the bad.
Yep.
yeah.
Just like Heroes. I would have stopped at
But-
just watching that season 1, but that's a different story.
Bad moments, season 2 of American Horror Story, in my opinion, being made up for right now with a killer season. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, that was not just a game-changing, twist with the girl getting killed right off the bat, but the episode was full of a lot of other awesome. Like, let's go ahead and talk about what Johan wanted to bring up, which I just want
Well-
to say, my notes consisted, here's my notes from the night, and I'm going to read it to you. It said, hold up, where the hell did I put it? Here it is. Taint, because that's what I refer to him as, because his name was Tate in season 1. So
Right.
he's just been Taint ever since season 1 to me. So I said, Taint's going to kill his mother. Then it went down. And I said, and then Taint's mother gives him a hand job, ... Yep, Taint's going to kill his mother. Talk about it.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna kill her.
The same here.
That whole scene where she gave her son a hand job, that was just, he was just,
that
I
was
did not-
creepy. That was
Honestly,
disturbing.
I did not like that plot myself personally.
That made
There
me
was no build-
cringe.
There was no build up to it, but the payoff was
only
still
your
good.
mama
I mean-
knows how to please you. It's like, really? Who says
Yeah.
that?
It was pretty much
Yeah.
an incest / rape joke. I mean, not rape joke, but rape plot.
What? Well,
Oh.
no, I guess the whole thing was that they were trying to do was his mom was gonna realize that wasn't his body because she molested him.
Pretty much, and it was just.
You know-
Ew, are you serious?
But one
I
thing
just-
I didn't
Yeah, but
expect.
did they need that much?
Yeah, no,
No.
they laid it on pretty thick.
What didn't you
I
expect?
thought-
Go ahead.
I was just saying that after he had killed his mother with that trophy, I didn't expect them to show us what he did to her. Her entire
They're not
face was
showing.
caved
Well, they
in.
didn't show. They showed her face.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
they
was a
did.
cool
They did.
shot.
I wasn't mad. I was like, good.
You know
good.
what? I was transferring some files at the same time as watching this, so I must have missed that.
Yeah. It was like HBO quality gore.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
thing. That's the
Sad.
thing.
It's-
And
It's
FX.
pretty violent.
But I wasn't mad behind that part. Like, I'm glad she died because I hated that plot so bad. Like, can you please kill
Well,
her?
Yeah.
I guess I could say the reason why I wasn't expecting it was because of the channel that it was. FX is a regular channel, and I didn't think they'd be able to get away with doing that.
Seriously?
I don't watch FX that often.
No, I mean American Horror
Hey,
Story
Walking
because
Dead
they
does it
do a lot of
on
crazy.
a weekly basis.
Well, yeah, but that's AMC. They have a reputation of doing the crazy shows like that.
Yeah.
But American Horror Story does it better though, but more crazier with no
Well, no,
explanation why they do
the
it.
last FX show I watched was Sons of Anarchy, and I haven't watched that in 3 years.
Has it
I've
gotten
only
that bad?
seen like 2 episodes.
Well, no, I
Yeah,
just stopped
I
watching.
never-
I just didn't have the time.
Yeah, I never really got into it. I was always interested to check it out, though.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you off subject real quick. Are you guys sure my fan's not making a loud noise?
I don't
Yeah,
hear
we're-
anything. But
I heard
then,
nothing.
again, I
Okay.
have my headsets on my helmet.
Do you hear me tapping here? Am I coming through this mic?
I can hear it. Sounds like you're
I hear it,
fapping.
Mike.
Okay. Just making sure because my camera keeps popping up, so I figured maybe it was picking up this terrible, terrible noise the computer makes. But
Hmm.
let me, well, since I broke that up, let me get back by saying, do you think it would have been better if the mother did not, you know, s- jerk off her son, and he just was killed? Was he just killed a good mother? You know what I mean? Might that have made a better storyline?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose.
The whole thing that's going on with Jake right now is that, or is it Kyle? Yeah, it's Kyle. Um,
Taint.
Who cares?
whatever his name is, just the whole thing. I got the vibe of Frankenstein's monster.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I got
Yeah,
that
same.
vibe from it. And I'm not gonna say he's gonna flat out kill everybody, but he feels a connection to Zoe. But if his mother was not a sick, like crazy ass molester, um, I would actually think it'd be a better plot direction for him to just flat out kill her for no reason. I think it
Yeah,
would
I
yeah,
make
think
more
so.
sense.
Because even if she was gonna, even if whatever her face was gonna fall in love with him, the girl, that plot could still be in play and probably have a deeper layer there. If he, because it's not like even if he killed his mother and she was a good person, it's not like it was him. Maybe his fucking arm was evil, and
Like
now he's
idle
gonna
hands.
Yeah,
overcome.
like I don't. Yeah,
They could have done
it
something
wasn't like it.
else.
yeah. I don't. Now
Right.
that I think of it, I don't think that would have made much sense for him to just kill his mom if she was good. If they, because then they're
Why?
just
He's a
making it.
friggin' monster.
Well, yeah, exactly. Then they're
He
just
is a
making him a
freaking
fucking
monster. He
brain
killed
dead
someone. At
Hey,
least he
monster.
killed an innocent
suddenly the
person.
monster has a mother who's been jerking him off the whole time. I mean, really? Does that make less? Which makes
Yeah,
more or less sense?
Well, it makes sense that he kills him because she's molesting him.
but that was like that plot was not even necessary. I mean, I hate when shows do that. Like just throw out a plot like that kind of plot out of
Yeah,
nowhere with no build up. No, it will give us time to transition to that moment. You just start out like, oh, she's been abusing him since he was a child. Like, oh, really? Got no
yeah.
nothing.
Just now, I understand that they never showed us a lot about him when he was still normal before he died. He like talked to Zoe for a little bit. He
Right.
like spoke to his frat boys on the bus before they went into the frat party. That kind of stuff. Not enough for any kind of character development.
I don't know how
Well,
long I've been
no,
on
they
mute,
just
but
did it
yeah,
to
he
be
was the
shocking.
leader
But
of the frat boy count. He was the leader of,
yeah,
he had way too much personality for someone who's been getting touched by mom.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
I think he would have been more like his season one character if
Oh
he
yeah,
would
well,
have
most
been.
definitely.
well, you know what? It was shocking, and isn't that the whole point of the show to be
Well,
shocking?
no, it's not
Oh,
necessarily. The whole point is to be shocking. You could be shocking and excellent. See,
subtle.
Johan, you still haven't seen the first one. The first
You
season,
haven't. You have to see it.
it may have had some of that shockingness, but it was well done.
It has subtlety.
Um,
It has subtlety to it. It had
season
balance.
two started good, but then went shticky. It's just I don't know if it gets too shock for shock's value, it becomes shtick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
like a
didn't like
trauma
that. Like,
movie, but trauma does it in a comedic way, and you know they're doing it for shits and
Nothing
giggles.
like a trauma movie.
Well,
I have not watched a trauma movie in years. The last one I did was Toxic Avenger 4.
wow, really?
I wrote a lot of things in that movie that you saw, like the greatest cocksucker and the newscasters and the clicking of the heels and the Wizard of Oz references. All me, motherfucker.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie again because I haven't seen it in like the past 5 years.
It's on
I made
Netflix.
I made Joe Flyshaker the greatest cocksucker, and I forget the rest of the line. It's been so long. I wanted
but
to have it end. I wanted to have it end with a scene. They didn't want to do it because of rights or whatever, or maybe it's stupid. But I wanted to have a scene where, when Toxie's trying to get home in the end, I wanted him to have a remote control. That he ended up switching into different TV shows, and he switched into Star Trek, and it was something about Scotty was fucking Kirk up the ass, and said, and I would walk 500 miles for you, Captain. And then Kirk walks in and says, "This is highly illogical. Give him the Vulcan nerve pinch." And then Toxie changes the channel. They didn't use that.
Wow.
I will
Interesting
never
backstory.
see Star Trek the same way again.
After before J.J. Abrams.
In my head.
Anyway, getting back to the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
That whole molestation plot was pretty extreme.
Yeah.
And then what else was there in this episode? The new neighbors,
Oh
Oh,
god.
yeah, that was.
the
I
Bible
think
hunters.
there's some kind of other wizard sect.
You think so?
No,
Yeah, I think-
no.
that
Just,
may be everything.
I mean, I have to admit, just the way the mother was talking, like saying like in Jesus' name and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. I think she was trying too hard. So maybe
No,
she's
they're
like,
Christian witches.
Yeah.
there is no such thing as
That's why
Christian
she's
witches.
trying so hard. But that's the thing, because think about the way Fiona said to her. He's like, "You people," and you know, like she was very
Bible thumpers were her exact words.
right, but it was very much in a way that sorry, distraction. To me, it made me think they were witches that were Bible thumpers.
That
Right,
doesn't
because-
really make sense because it was the Christians who pretty much killed the witches during the
Hey, a
Salem witch
minotaur
trials.
doesn't make sense either.
Right.
A minotaur, a minotaur is
Yeah.
Greek, isn't it? Or is it
Yes.
Roman?
Just call it a
Yeah,
minotaur.
it's Greek mythology.
Yeah.
I keep on saying it wrong too.
Well,
Yeah, minotaur. Really?
I thought that's what you just said.
I said minotaur.
And they say
Okay.
it on the show a lot. Let's get to a
well,
little bit more
this
knowing.
show is minotaur because they have a minotaur in it to begin with.
Yeah. and then-
Well, I mean, witches existed in the Greek culture, so I guess it could make sense.
But I just don't
Yeah.
agree with I don't understand. I just don't understand its origins. I feel they haven't been
Yeah.
clear enough on that.
Well, we all know where that guy came from. It was Kathy
Yeah,
Bates'
but that's-
character had
That's
killed
the
him.
only thing we know.
But what did she do? She put a friggin' goat, a bull's head on him, like a mask. I don't see any
A
difference than
hollowed
she put
out
a mask on
bull's
him.
head.
It was a form of torture, sort of like something to like
Right.
scare him to death.
Right.
But it
And
didn't kill him.
He was
At
turned
all.
into a minotaur by his lover, played by Angela
Which
Bassett.
makes no sense.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Exactly. Because why, if that was her lover? Oh, wait, Isaiah, because we had this conversation. Didn't we think that maybe it was because she was punishing her lover?
I
wouldn't-
I
I wouldn't-
think so, yeah.
I wouldn't say
Having
that
sex
because
with the white woman.
I think
Yeah.
I think the reason why she did it is because he was already dead. And she
But see,
reanimated
that's
him.
what's not clear. I'm
Yeah.
not
Right.
clear that he was dead.
Right. Because Kathy Bates' character also was put in detail out of nowhere. Like, the same creature, I mean, the same person who kept me alive all these years is the same person who made that creature live all throughout these years. Like, are you, what? That
Yeah.
line came out of nowhere. Like, oh, what? So,
What about that
Okay,
scene
whatever.
with? What about that scene with Precious and the Minotaur?
She
That
masturbated
was-
for him.
Yeah, that was
that was the
fucking
most
weird.
weirdest scene. That was.
yeah.
It was difficult to look at. I was like, oh god, really? Are you gonna do that right now?
It brought back nightmares for me because I've had that situation occur once in my life. Yes, yes.
What? You got raped by a Minotaur?
No, no. I was the Minotaur. I was the Minotaur staring down that horrific scene once in my life, and
What?
Ooh,
Precious
man.
masturbating?
yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
was in the back seat of a small Hyundai.
Oh, wow. Small Hyundai.
There was a whole
Those
stoop
life
of
stories right
gangsters.
here for your
This was in
enjoyment.
Jersey City, and there was a stupid gangsters giving me a thumbs up, and I was like, "No, get the fuck help! Help me!"
What the?
Finally, I was escaped by a guy who looked like the lead singer of Digital Underground and talked like him too, except he was white. End of
Oh,
story.
man. But yeah, that scene.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Grundle's life stories.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it's true.
Well-
she started calling Dr. Phil, which is the most stupid thing a lot. Like, really, Dr. Phil?
I
All
didn't
things
like
he's
her
not-
dialogue. You brought
I
that
didn't
up.
like
I'm
it.
sorry.
Oh, you know, what I was gonna say, her
Um,
dialogue was just awful, really awful to me. Like, I just groaned a lot. Like, really?
I just want to know why the fuck she started masturbating in front of the Minotaur. Like, what?
Because she was trying, the same reason it happened to me, let's not keep talking about it, because she was trying to arouse him and make him realize, vagina.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
giving that stupid,
Vagina.
speech
Yeah.
about, oh, everyone needs love, blah,
You
blah,
want
blah,
snoo
blah.
snoo? Me want snoo snoo.
Each of them a joke.
Did you almost get snoo, Todd?
I almost got snoo snooed. And I don't want to talk about it.
Oh god. But however, was her name Nan? Was it Nan?
Yes, Nan.
She
She's the
was
pretty
my-
girl, and now she's a slut.
No, she was my favorite though. Even if that was
She is.
she kept reading people's minds. It was really interesting how she can't block it out. She got to use these big ass headphones to block it out. Like, oh, that's really nice. And like, she had nice dialogue, by the way.
But do you guys think she was being for real when she says she gets laid all the time?
Yeah, she was just
Yeah,
hamming it up.
yeah. She
So
gets
you
laid.
say yes, and Isaiah, you say hamming it. Johan, do you think she was being legit?
Wait, who are we talking about again?
Nan, pretty girl. Oh, you haven't seen season 1. I keep forgetting.
Oh yeah, no. Wait, the one who fucks guys and kills them?
Thank
No,
goodness.
that's
No.
fucking. That's
Zoe.
Zoe.
The doll eyes, boring one.
Yeah.
The one with Down syndrome?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Wow.
I don't know.
Define her by the Down syndrome. How?
I don't know. That got the neighbor boy was checking her out. He was like, "Oh, you're cute."
Well,
I like
that's
her
what
with
makes
Down
me
syndrome.
even more think that he's part like a wizard guy.
And plus, she
Yeah.
can't.
Because he sees her powers and he's attracted to her powers. He really is genuinely attracted to her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she can read people's minds, which is really awesome. And you never know. She got that, that tendency to attract more dudes.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to have telepathy because then I'd hear all the fucked up things the guys are thinking about. I was like, just no, thank you.
The
Hey,
one
shoot up,
thing
Mom.
the one thing I don't get about
Just
this show is, well, before she died, supposedly the actress girl, she's just going around causing all these incidents with her powers, and since nobody could explain it, this whole time nobody even tried to really apprehend her or anything like that.
Well, she didn't do much,
She
and
didn't.
the cops were
She set
brainwashed by.
she set their curtains on fire.
And
She didn't
the other
do it.
lady said, "I'm not calling the police because."
Yeah.
Right.
They worked that out. They worked that out.
My issue with her character is that she wasn't fleshed out enough to be killed off, which was like, I mean, it seemed awesome, but at the same time, a fallback because we didn't know nothing about her, and she was like a mixed card at most times.
All right,
Yeah,
and
well, yes and no, because she was a bitch and she
That's
was
true.
the supreme. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much that's all we needed to know. What were you gonna say?
I was
I was
gonna
just
say,
gonna.
you ahead.
I was gonna say I have some speculation as to who those Bible thumpers are. You said that they might be wizards. I
Or,
think.
yeah,
I
maybe
think
they-
they
yeah.
might. I think they might be something across the lines of witch hunters.
Ooh.
Oh
There we
yeah,
go.
that's probably it.
Ooh, and guess who plays the father of the group? Come on, Johan, tell everybody who plays the father.
The father? What? Wait.
Oh, come
You
on,
said-
you
come
dickhead.
on.
Bruce fucking Campbell.
Yes, you said it for like
What?
a couple weeks.
No, Bruce Campbell isn't in the show.
Oh my God, Johan, please.
Please don't even start that.
I
mess.
wish he was in the show.
All right, I'm
Isaiah,
searching this right
Isaiah.
now.
Isaiah,
Stop.
do you wanna?
Doing what?
It's not true. Do
It's
you
not
want to tell
true.
them? It's not true. Johan has been obsessively pitching the idea of Bruce Campbell as a
Forever.
witch hunter
Seriously.
forever.
Oh, yeah,
every single
I-
discussion.
Over and over.
Well,
and
I
over.
stopped because I figured why keep going.
No,
on
now I
with
give
it.
a perfect joke, and you're like,
All right.
huh?
Well,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? You know what? You know what? Fine. The next episode better have fucking Bruce Campbell come in this bitch as the fucking leader of the witch hunters
Uh-oh.
and
Johan's
start
He's on his rage now.
and it just have him blowing witches up with a fucking shotgun.
Blowing witches. I blow you, motherfucker!
Yeah.
I blow you.
No, he blows them up, you fruit.
Again, we do not support
Oh, makes more
Johan's
sense.
towards women or witches. We have nothing to do with him.
No, he blows up their heads with a fucking shotgun.
Well, that's a bit
Yeah.
anticlimactic, don't you think?
What are you
That's
talking
Johan,
about?
Sam.
That'd be
That's
awesome.
This is my boomstick.
That's
I don't
right.
know.
Yeah, damn Skippy.
I would not
Thanks,
approve.
Trunks. Yeah, I know you wouldn't.
I would not approve. Well, if you're gonna use Ash or some sort of, you better do it right.
Right.
Well, yeah, of course. That's why you get Bruce Campbell. Yeah.
All right, that's it, guys. The whole conversation has just been changed to a discussion about Evil Dead. Let's do it.
Alright, fuck American Horror Story.
Evil Dead 2 is coming.
Army of Darkness 2
Army
has
of
been
Darkness
confirmed.
2 is coming.
Are you
It's-
serious?
All right, let's
Oh,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Fuck yeah.
By both
Go
Bruce
ahead.
Campbell, and Sam Raimi.
You're gonna do it with that
It's
one
been
lady.
confirmed.
Uh,
Yes, I can't wait.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see him hit Deadites with his walker.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I beat him off with a cane.
He's a big
Instead
one.
of a chainsaw, he has a cane on his stump now.
Deadites.
Chainsaw, perfect segue back into the show. I'm still, we're looking at this little bit of drama, and I think the killing of the fucking
Lisa?
Hollywood girl, Emma Roberts, the killing of her kind of really severs the plots for. I think we're done with the cotton candy bits of the show that we've been getting, if I'm making any sense. Like the CW aspects of the show. I think
Oh,
we're done, and
God.
we're about
God,
to
I hope
segue.
so.
I think we're about to segue into whatever that scene eventually, whatever culminates in the scene with that girl doing the ash pose with the chainsaw with all the blood up on her. I think we're really going to start gearing up for whatever war they hinted at and whatever big time action is going to come. And I think there's going to be some. I'm trying to put the pieces together of what it's going to be, and I can't really think of anything because it's sort of like 90210 right now.
Yeah, but now Fiona,
It's gonna be the Deadites versus the witches.
What were you saying, Isaiah?
I was about to say, it's gonna be. I think Fiona's tone changed as well when she killed that whatever her name is, that movie star actress. She said we don't need no Supreme. We just need a bare carpet.
Yeah, and what does that mean? With no Supreme, will there be another Supreme to take that Supreme's place, or does that mean like something? Because when she said "kill me," she said "do it for the coven." So apparently, the completion of the circle, so to speak, is integral to the coven. So is by killing that girl, did she just do something? Did she doom her coven?
No, she pretty much postponed it, really.
But I think like the universe or nature had come up with it as a backup plan, a secondary Supreme if something happened to the original one. I think ever since the first episode when they were mentioning the Supreme Witch, I was assuming it was going to be Zoe.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah,
That's
so
what my
have I.
assumption has been all along.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
realized when they said it, I was like, oh, duh. When they said tonight that this girl was, I was like, that makes so much sense because she's like a young Fiona. I don't know what I was thinking. And then, boom, they killed her, and now, yeah.
I was like, yep, back
Yeah.
to Zoe.
So
Yeah,
maybe
unfortunately.
Fiona doesn't know there could be a second
For
Supreme.
the time being, yeah.
And I gotta ask, when she killed the prissy like celebrity child actress, I don't know her name. She doesn't matter anymore because she's dead. But
Madison.
Madison. What did Fiona do after she killed her? Did she do what she did to that doctor, where she like sucked the life out of him or something, made herself younger?
No?
No, she just sat down and just chilled. She just had a cigarette, like, yeah.
Let me
yeah,
guess.
Supreme.
She was covered in blood.
Yeah, but
No,
but Hansy,
Her hand
the
was.
butler, gave her a napkin. She wiped it off. He made sure to smile big, and she had this strange look because she didn't realize what she did at first. And then she smiled when she saw his smile, and that's when she sat down. And I think she had a drink, right, with a partially bloody hand that she had wiped up, but it was still a little bloody.
Right, she was smoking and had a good old drink. But at this time, she didn't give a fuck anymore. Like, I don't care. I want to go Supreme. Yeah. It was so hot.
Damn it! I'm so pissed at it
Yeah,
that I
yes,
missed
Isaiah.
that.
Charles, do you know Isaiah has a crush on Fiona?
Seriously?
Yep,
Yeah.
he described last week all of these things he would do with his tongue and her.
You
Yeah.
creepy SOB.
In detail, he described it. And
Yeah.
God damn
Johan,
it, what
I
is
don't
it
want
with
to
you
tell
and
you what
older women?
Johan was doing.
Oh my. Oh.
First, it was you and Judge Judy. Now Fiona. Who's next?
The
Ian
other
You never
McKellen's
know.
boyfriend?
You never
no, the other
know.
witch.
Listen, we've all masturbated to Judge Judy at least once.
Yeah,
Not
It's
me,
Kathy.
because she's ugly.
You know,
It's
it's a Monday afternoon. You got nothing to do. Maybe your internet went out, but your cable's still going. You're
It's
flipping
Sometimes
channels.
Sometimes when you're really hard up, you go to the People's Court, Judge Wapner.
On that list is next to Fiona is Kathy Bates' character and Angela Batt's character.
Angela Bassett.
That too. Thank you.
It's not the character's name, it's the actress's name.
Same difference.
Don't even
still
try
hot.
asking me the
Okay.
character's name. It's something weird.
I have no idea,
called
and
Southern.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
No, I don't pay
Also, what's up
attention
with
to
that,
names and shows.
Right. That's why I said character. That's why I said actors and the actress name. But what's up with that baby plot? Like they've been dragging that on for like I don't know how long.
Which plot? Oh, the baby plot. Yeah, I think that may end up doing something with the war.
Maybe
Because in the
later.
first one, remember the baby in season 1? That baby was
Yeah.
supposed to be like the Antichrist or some shit. And
It
whoops,
would've had
sorry,
two kids, but
Johan.
yeah.
Asshole.
It would've had two
What do you
kids,
mean?
one
You're the
dog, one
asshole.
baby.
Spoiled it for me.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. You should have watched it already. 'Cause
what was that?
You're in a discussion.
Spoiler alert!
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me for not
Char-
watching the first season of a show called American
Listen.
Horror Story by the makers of Glee.
Okay, stop acting like Charles now. Stop acting like him.
Charles
He
spoiled
got really
tonight's
mad with the
episode
Red
for
Wedding.
me.
You know, I'm sure you can agree with my hesitation when that first season came on.
And I did have a hesitation, but again,
Yeah.
that's what made it all the better, I think.
I don't know. I couldn't do it the first season. I don't know what it was. It was just from the creators of Glee, American Horror Story. Don't make me laugh.
Like the musical people know how to do a good horror story. Nope.
No.
No,
And then
except for-
surprisingly, they did. And then they
Yeah.
did a musical in the second season.
Yeah,
it's the
exactly.
second season.
They did what now?
A musical number in the second season.
Alright, that's
Unfortunately.
it. I'm not watching season 2.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't watch season 2, but maybe you should. It's just a bizarre clusterfuck of a season. Let me explain it real quick. It's a story about an alien abductee, potential serial killer who's not really a serial killer, who's being treated by a serial killer within a hospital with a Nazi mad scientist who's creating mutants while there's a possessed nun and a battle between good or evil, also going as far as the Pope.
Yeah.
And a
I'm not
musical
following.
number.
I'm not
That's
following.
9 things.
An upbeat musical number just to spice
Well,
things
I mean,
up a bit.
this is probably going to be blasphemy when I say this, but I couldn't even tolerate the musical episode from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I could not watch it. I couldn't.
Yeah. I never really got it too big into Buffy. I've seen episodes here and there, but
Well, no,
I really loved the first episode, the pilot, and then I was put into a mental institution and missed 3 weeks and was so angry I never came back.
Yeah.
you know, Joss Whedon is a hit or a miss with me.
All I
That's
know of him
understandable.
is Cabin in the Woods and Avengers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which are both great movies.
Right, so as far as I'm concerned, high five, guy.
Yeah.
But no, it's just I can't stand musicals. I can't. It's the main reason why I hate Glee so much.
I like musicals when they're done right.
Yeah,
Or
like South Park.
The material.
There's
and
only
stuff.
one
Yeah.
musical number I like, and that's "I Feel Pretty" from West Side Story.
I like Cannibal the
song-
musical.
That
I wrote a
song makes me
musical,
laugh.
and one of the songs is called Inside of Me, and it's about escaping inside of oneself. The oneself happens to be Adolf Hitler playing Dorothy Gale, who's being raped, and singing a song about hiding inside of herself while they're inside of me.
So, are you talking about
What
Sucker
the
Punch?
fuck?
It sounds like Sucker Punch. To
Does it really?
me. Yeah,
I
unfortunately,
have
yes.
not seen Sucker Punch.
Good.
Don't.
No, Sucker Punch is horrible.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Beautiful
That-
CGI.
You know, yeah.
Horrible story.
You know what? You know, Zack Snyder is a great director, but can't write for shit.
No, oh hell
He
no.
can write for
Hell
shit.
no. There's a
You
reason
know
why
that part.
David S. Goyer was the guy that wrote Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I didn't even like Man of Steel that much.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Ugh.
I don't care what you guys have to say. It is an awesome Superman movie.
I liked it.
I like the
look,
actor.
Uh,
That's about it.
I don't love Superman as a character, but I've liked all the Superman movies. Every single
Wow.
Superman movie ever made. They've all been pretty damn
Wow.
good. They've all served their purposes.
Really, including the one with Richard Pryor.
Oh fuck yeah, that's the best one of them all. Are you
Bull-
kidding me?
Bullshit.
that one is great.
That is the greatest one. Superman
Oh, man.
plus Richard Pryor. Come on now, that
I like
equals
Richard-
its
movie
epic
magic.
direction.
I like Richard
Yes.
Pryor as much as the next guy, but no. No.
Oh.
That movie was
You can't laugh.
stupid.
Get
I
back to
haven't
the
seen it
show.
since I was a kid. I haven't seen it since the 80s.
No, the only one that's worse than that one was Superman 4. The Quest
You know
for
what?
Peace.
Me and Todd are the only ones who I think who didn't mind Superman Returns that much.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
It was
I
decent.
everybody hates on it. I didn't
It's
think it
decent.
was that bad.
It was decent.
It was
I
boring, but it
think-
was decent.
I mean, granted, it wasn't the best Superman movie ever, but
Okay. Back to American Horror Story. Anything else to talk about?
Yeah.
I
that
don't
wild
care.
lady.
It wasn't a huge episode of stuff. What were you going to say, Isaiah?
You know, the crazy wild lady who
Oh.
brings animals back to life, like a gay
Oh,
lady.
yeah,
That's
the
one of
hippie
the other
witch.
things on my notes. I am 50-50 on that aspect of this show.
Yeah.
Especially the Stevie Nicks obsession. I'm 50-50 on that. I think it's really cool because when I was younger, I used to always like that Stevie Nicks character was like a witch. You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of weird witch woman who does music, and you know there was a lore about that would go around. People would, what's the word I'm trying to find? There was a myth to her, I guess. Rumors that she was a witch and shit.
Mythology.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Conspiracy?
I guess maybe, but
Enigma.
no. Either way,
Red herring?
people used to say bitch was a witch.
Yo, that bitch is a witch.
People
but,
used to say it.
But I feel that she's gonna be a real problem for Zoe.
Oh, she is. She's gonna be a big problem, and that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we also had how she how she won't let go of whatever his name is, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. Like, really? Thank you, writers, for telling us that she's gonna be a big bad in the near future.
I gotta say something though. If Zoe not going to dinner becomes a problem that causes this big issue, it's Zoe's almost done that dumb. It's Zoe's dumbass fault, own dumbass fault.
Yeah,
Because
cool.
just go to the fucking dinner. I've been around plenty crazy psycho hippie people, and they're just like that. And you might want to run, but you stay for the dinner politely and you leave when you're done. Go for dinner.
And her I mean, not her acting, but she's just become a very boring character. There's nothing really
Zoe?
special about her. Yeah, and to me,
Yeah.
she's just there's nothing really special at all. Like, are we watching her again? Can I watch more Fiona? Kathy Bates? Angela? Anyone? Please?
All right, perhaps we
What's
should do
that?
some.
Or
Perhaps
no,
we should do some speculation. What do you think is going to go on with Kathy Bates' character?
I don't know,
She
because
might-
at this point, her character just seems kind of pointless. I mean,
Yeah,
we
No,
both
when
know
she
she's not a
showed
witch.
when she was telling Queenie who she was, she got that hoity-toity royal attitude up in her. So maybe she might, maybe there is this. I mean, come on, this is supposed to be some vicious serial killer of a woman, like a female old Jason Voorhees, essentially.
Yeah, but I have a feeling they're gonna make her to a more better person because
Think
if you haven't
so?
seen that. Yeah, we have her and Queenie with that scene. It tells me that yeah, she's gonna become more accepting to black people now because
She might
Queenie
be
went out there.
Oh,
And
she's
here-
gonna learn to be acceptable. and-
Well, here's my speculation: is that with that whole war that's going to be going on between Fiona and Angela Bassett's
or
character,
accepting, I mean.
the war. I just think that Kathy Bates is going to side with Fiona and is going to try to help her defeat Angela Bassett. But I think
But
in the end of this whole war thing, Kathy Bates is going to become mortal again, and she's going to be killed.
of course, she
But
has to
she's
die. She wants to
Well,
immortal.
die.
that would be a good ending for her, though. That
Well,
would be her
yeah,
getting.
she wants to
That's
She
a
wants
die.
to
happy
die.
ending for Kathy Bates, and I don't think this character deserves a happy ending.
She doesn't. And
No.
She
Fiona,
deserves to be the only survivor of this.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fiona's like a bad witch too.
Skirmish. That's the word. I said skirmish.
Once she
Yeah.
dies, she's
We
gonna
just
go
made
to
this
hell.
Murgish.
All right, yeah, there we go.
Well, if she
Ask
dies,
that
Kathy Bates'
Nick
character dies, she's just gonna go to hell. So good, send her to
Yeah,
hell.
good riddance.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
do
let
you
her live
really
on.
think there is a hell in that universe or any?
No, the hell is actually living on.
I mean, in the show, obviously there's some type
In
of
that show, do
afterlife.
you
Oh,
think
there is
there's
a
a
hell.
hell?
There is a hell.
Why?
It's here.
Oh,
We're
speaking of
living.
that, speaking
But
of
no,
that, a lot of I'm gonna say really quickly. There's a lot of devil worship or type of devil worship or whatever. It was the
Satanism.
southern witch.
sentiment,
That,
devil worshiping
yeah,
sentiment.
that too, and what Charles said. But well, with the
Satanism.
with the southern witchcraft as well.
Sorry.
Like, wow, sacrifice of the goats.
I don't
Everything
think that was
else.
Satanism. I think it was voodoo.
Where does
Not the
voodoo
same
come
thing,
from?
man. It's not the same thing.
Sacrificing the goat under a full
That's
moon.
not the same. No. It's voodoo.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how else to say it.
But you know, I
Yeah.
don't know. That's that like where the source of magic comes from. Because I was reading about something about some author who like it has a whole magic system, and there's like a whole genre of a whole group of people who love that kind of a thing. Like certain magic is controlled by the weather and elements and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if the whole voodoo and the whole Satanist and where the source of that power is going to come into play, because I am kind of confused. Like if they're worshiping the devil, does that saying that there is heaven and hell? Because then wouldn't this just be more Christian mythology?
No, it's like I was
Yeah.
telling Isaiah, from what I saw from that ritual where they slit the goat's throat and like had that blood pour all over Fiona's daughter, it screamed voodoo to me. I've done enough research.
Of
I've seen
course.
enough
So
shows that have
Yeah, it's
talked
voodoo,
about it.
yeah.
It's voodoo. But voodoo has nothing to do with
yeah.
Satanism.
no, but what they did with when they resurrected Taint, what the witches did was Satanism, because they summoned like some fires from hell or some bullshit.
Yeah, and they put the
Yeah.
pentagram on his chest and all that
So
Well,
I'm
bullshit.
the pentagram is not necessarily a satanic symbol.
Well, it's a yeah, it's
No, but
pagan.
they said they specifically said something about
Who cares?
The
It's all
Dark Lord.
bullshit anyway.
the Dark Lord or some
Who-
bullshit. But no, that's the question.
Who
Because
cares? It's all
If
bullshit.
they are gonna go deep into it, that's the question. If they are gonna go deep into it, doesn't that just make this whole shit just more Christian mythology? Doesn't that make?
Yeah.
And now aren't we
Yeah.
really talking about a battle between good and evil? And if they are getting their source from the devil, then where is God? Why is God letting them go? Where's his place in the story? It's getting a little confusing to me if I think about that. So I don't even know if I am concerned with the sources of their magic. I don't know. This is why I never liked witches, man.
Here's
Yeah,
my
same
Witches,
here.
wizards. That's why I never liked that shit.
here's my question: which side is the good side? Which side's the bad?
There's no really good side in this situation because everyone has their
Well,
demons.
no.
and-
What I would say is that Fiona's side is actually the bad side. Because
No
Fiona
shit.
is power hungry. She wants to live forever, and she wants to be like the supreme forever, and that's never a good sign. While Angela Bassett is immortal, but the only reason why she's been alive so long is because she's been wanting to keep an eye on Kathy Bates. And from what the vibe I've gotten from her is that she's only doing what she's doing against the other witches in order to preserve the balance between good and evil. So I think that she's actually good. Just
Right.
not like good was like, I'm going to save everybody. She's the type of good that wants to preserve the balance and not like upset the balance of nature.
So then that would kind of imply that there are multiple gods and all of them are evil, like evilish. All of them are sort of dark characters, and it's a lesser of the darkness.
Right.
I guess.
It's confusing at best. It's
Yeah,
just
lesser of two evils kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
A lesser of two waffles.
Yeah.
well, well, yeah, you can have you can only have more waffles, never lesser of the two.
Also, one thing that also caught me off guard, or pretty much was kind of a waste, was Kyle's mother. Like, they showed that plot out of nowhere. I forgot. Like, how did he introduce her character again?
She was smoking pot with Zoe.
Yeah, it's like,
And then she was like, "Oh, I miss my son." But really,
I
she was
want to
just
jerk
saying,
him off.
"Yeah, I
yeah,
miss
but she
jerking
never,
him off."
but she never implied that Kyle was her son somewhere in the dialogue where she had it with Zoe. Like, your son's actually him? What?
Like she's smoking the pipe, and she's just like, I just wanna hold him again. I would know that it would bring him back if I could just hold him again. Yeah, I know what you want me to do, you fucking weirdo.
Fucking predator.
Do we have any more wild speculations? Because honestly, the more now that we've rehashed the whole mother hand job situation,
Hey,
This
did you guys hear? The mom
episode-
jerked off her son.
right? This episode
Yeah.
is definitely a 50-50. It's not the best
Yeah.
of the season
Yeah.
so far, I think.
It was
But
hard
the
for me to
ending was
believe.
shocking.
Yeah,
No, the ending was good. The ending was a game changer, and
Yeah.
it leaves a lot of hope for next week. But this week, I'm gonna have to call mostly a miss. Oh,
Even
did you
though I
guys?
still missed the ending, so
More or
I
less.
can only go by what you guys told me.
it is kind of like a miss. Like, this whole episode it was unbalanced and not that much going on in it until the very end.
If
Right.
I had to,
It
if
seems
I had
like
to
the
give
writers
this
of
episode,
the series don't know how to keep the show bouncing. They keep at least I like I said I haven't seen the first season, so I don't know. But at least
So
with
then
the second
shut your
season,
mouth.
shut your hold.
you hold your tongue.
Look, I'll get around to watching it eventually. But
I'm not gonna watch it.
judging from second season to this season, it seems like the writers just can't seem to keep a dynamic going. They keep jumping around and trying to jump the shark and be shocking, but at the
They
same
want to
time,
fuck the shark. That's how
yeah, they
shocking
want to fuck it
get.
raw.
No,
Then they want to
rape
They
the
want
shark.
they want to
and then
they
they want
want
to,
to
yeah,
murder and then fuck the shark. That
Yeah.
seems to be. That seems to be because that'll be my problem. Like you said, what's wrong with shock? One of you guys said before, what's wrong with shock?
bestiality
listen,
and necrophilia.
I like that stuff, you know, all in all, it's fun to watch on the televisions, but I'm not going to sit here and praise it. I mean,
Right.
because
No.
shock, it is shock. I don't know. You can
It-
shock without, you don't have to kill the shark and fuck the shark to be shocking. You can
Yeah.
give the shark a weird tick that makes him like old women who shit their pants, and that's maybe a little more properly shocking
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
nothing. It wasn't
without being technical.
Yeah,
But, look, what I said, look, just because something is shocking doesn't mean it's good, obviously.
right. It's not.
You know,
not
just
great.
because you see something that's so shocking, it doesn't make it good. It doesn't make a movie good or a show good. I never said that. All I was just saying was that this show is for shock value. I never said that was a good thing.
So your assessment of the show is that it is a shock value show. You see, because I have
Yeah.
a different assessment. Having seen season 1, I hold the show to a higher standard.
Same here.
That's why season 2 was so
Okay.
good for me, and that's why I'm hoping they don't go with the shock value.
Yeah, because that's getting really annoying and tiring. Very, very
Right.
tiring.
It's like Nightmare on Elm Street 1 compared to. Listen, I love the sequels to every Nightmare on Elm Street, but it's like looking at Nightmare on Elm Street 1, which was sort of a straightforward, original,
Horror.
Classic.
horror film, a classic for sure. And
Yeah.
then you have these sequels, which just took it off into the world of Goofy, where eventually now you're playing with power.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
so-
The power glove.
That's what I kind of feel is what's happening here. American Horror Story season 1 was Nightmare on Elm Street 1, and now we're going off
Into the craziness that is the sequels.
Right,
and that's
Tom
how-
Arnold and
Yeah.
Roseanne. Tom Arnold and Roseanne are about to show up
Yeah.
Oh god,
in a very strange town with no children.
that's too many characters. Man. That's too many characters. to be
Like
added
I
in this
said,
show.
next season, if these fucking writers get their heads out of their asses for 5 minutes and say, hey, here's a good and original idea that we haven't done yet, and this kind of show lends us to do that. Let's do a Lovecraftian type of horror setting. And
Now, that's the other thing Johan's trying to sell us.
yeah, like, not just you. Hopefully, somebody who's involved with the show is watching this and saying, "Hey, this fucking fat kid with a beard has a point."
They're not watching us.
They don't care about us.
Yeah, they really don't.
Oh, see me.
I know, it's just wishful thinking, but
Nobody cares about the opinions of three unassuming guys and one gigantic fat guy.
Yeah, I hope I see some improvement with the stories and characters. Next week's episode. It's gonna be 2 weeks of hiatus.
When is we're off for 2 weeks?
well, the show is a 2-week hiatus after this episode.
I think it is. I had to look into that, but
I have no idea. I didn't even get to see the previews for next week.
let me look into that.
I didn't either because I was starting everything out. So what are the final words from everybody while Isaiah looks that up, and then we'll close up shop because we're about to hit longer than the episode it was itself.
I don't know. This season can go either way at this point. It could be really good or really shitty, just like last season. And hopefully, and hopefully this show redeems itself. But because honestly, if this season sucks, I'm done. I'm not watching next season unless they do a Lovecraftian horror setting or bring
With
Bruce Campbell into it.
Starring Bruce Campbell, yes.
Yeah, and
I'll
that's the
agree
only
with
way
you.
I'll watch next season. That's the
If they
only
fail
way.
this season,
only
I'm
way.
out. I'm out
Oh,
next
no.
year
That's the
too.
only
good.
way. I don't give a shit.
We're good. They're not on 2-week hiatus. We're good.
There's only
have another
only
show
two
on
ways I'll
Halloween.
watch next season. They fuck this season up.
Oh shit, that's when
Good,
the
'cause
zombies
while I
come.
would have liked the time off, I thought it would have sucked if they weren't on for Halloween because they've been on for Halloween the last 2 years in a row,
They're gonna be
right?
on Halloween. It's gonna be with zombies this time. It's gonna be like, oh, you got zombies this week. But let's see what happens with that. I hope it's good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what I gotta
It
say
won't
about
be.
the episode is I thought it was good, but like I said, I wasn't able to see the whole episode, so I can't really speak for like the final episode where the prissy celebrity chick gets killed. But just overall, the episode was interesting. A rating of 1 out of 10, I'd give it a 6.0 to a 6.5.
I agree.
For me, it's very, very low. 4 out of 5. It's very, very low because because I love Fiona's acting and Kyle's acting as well, and plus it was a lot of good things to watch. I know I want that to happen, but it was just so many issues with it. I hope it improves, but let's hope for the best.
I gotta wonder what Vince Gilligan's writing team is working on right now after Breaking Bad. I gotta wonder.
Same.
Like I'm sure whatever
Not
it is.
American Horror Story.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not. But
They're working on
I definitely want to see that show.
Bob Odenkirk and Better Call Saul.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
they're
really.
working on
Actually, we
the
already know
prequel
what they're
series.
working on.
That's right, Better Call
Yeah.
Saul.
And some of them are working on Lord Winter
Yeah.
Sun, which sucks.
Yuck.
Yeah, I have no desire to watch that show.
It's too boring.
What show?
Low Winter Sun, like this.
Oh yeah, I
The
I
Crying
never
Cop
watched
show.
it. I never watched it.
Crying. No, 2 bald guys crying over
Yeah.
whatever.
I watch
stuff.
I watch
and
right
things.
now. The only things I watch on AMC is Walking Dead and Comic Book Men, and occasionally Talking Dead.
Speaking of which, I missed this week's Comic Book Men, and let's wrap it up so I can go watch that. And I'm also gonna go cruise around Los Santos and shoot stuff. I thought it. I already said I thought whatever. It was iffy. It's got potential. I'm looking forward to next week still, so it didn't take away any of my anticipation week by week, and that's a good sign so far. Did we? We didn't do wild speculations, did we? Because we don't really have any, or we do.
We talked
touched
about
on
speculation, but not
We
that
touched
much,
on
there's
it.
nothing in this episode
We
that we're
did,
like-
but from what we've all said in this episode, I don't suspect anybody has anything firm that they want to say.
No, because this episode was just that. It was just the
I
I,
could be wrong.
I don't have enough information as to what's going on in the grand scheme of the things of the story. I
Right, that's
really
what
don't
I'm
have
saying.
anything.
This
Yeah.
episode was shock value for the sake of shock value.
Pretty much,
That-
yeah.
But also,
And-
Charles,
And
Go ahead.
and that is where they made their fucking. And this is where they're making their biggest mistake. Shock value for the sake of shock value.
but again, might be too early to judge that. But going off of Charles' comment before we go too far from it, fuck, I already forgot it. Oh,
With the
I
plot.
forgot it because Johan rehashed that shock value part.
'Cause he-
Oh,
he's
shut your
on the
hole,
plot.
Charles, what was the last thing you said?
I was saying that I don't really have much speculation for the show
Right.
because we don't have enough information.
Right, and see,
Right.
exactly that's it. And that's what is sort of making me wonder because before I sort of mumbled something about their war and this and that and my confusion towards it, and I still am. That's the only thing I'm wondering. Maybe that's what's keeping me on the show, is that I can't see where the pieces they've shown us are equaling a fucking war. I could see maybe two old bitches slapping each other, but I don't necessarily see how a war is coming.
Yeah, I don't see like actually no physical or any.
That is
going
the
on.
war. That is the war. It could be
I
two
don't
old
see the
bitches slapping
pieces
each
that-
other.
There's
Yeah,
no
I don't
sand
see the
pieces,
pieces
there's no
that
chess
Charles-
pieces.
How it is.
The chessboard is there, but the pieces have not been laid down yet.
Maybe we need to look harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, right now.
Well, if Isaiah looks any harder, something will happen. Hard. I tried to make a sex joke and I failed, but listen,
Yeah.
life is all about trying. Life is 99% trying, 1% sitting around and whining that you failed.
Yeah, and the other percentage is just sleeping with Fiona. But that's just my dream.
Right. That is just your dream, Mr. Mullins. And with that, everybody, nothing else? Last
Nope,
chance.
Nope.
All right. It's been a very sexy conversation, guys. Make it awkward and then say goodnight. Good night.